Hi. Oh, it's a bit bright in here. I've got the lamp to the side of me. I just thought I'd do another update, an update of the update that I did yesterday on the cats and how they're doing, on the benevo and all that stuff. I bought some stuff yesterday from, I never get this place right, Just for Pets. It's made from insects and beetroot and kale and seaweed and other stuff as well. I've got needed to cough. Yeah, it's made from a concoction of stuff. But there's no like animals that are associated with pet foods in there. No dairy, no eggs. So it's just basically insects and vegetables and stuff. Yesterday they were quite enthusiastic and it was really good because these guys were eating their Tesco food because I ran out of what I had in the Benevo and Army cat foods, and they were doing really well on it, and I was a bit miffed because I ran out and waiting on the delivery has been really shit. I never even had an update to say, yeah, it's been posted, it's on its way. So as far as I was concerned, the order hadn't even been processed, which was the first time I felt a bit let down by buying something that's, in the post. So anyway, I decided to go to this Just for Pets because the stuff that they were using before the Benevo and Army cat food was also out. Yeah, they were on iams. I have to think. My head just is so like stressed at the minute trying to think. Yeah, the cat food there, which I know was gonna cause. It's like I didn't want to go backwards, because I just knew that if they start eating that stuff that triggers them, they're gonna go back to the beginning, and they're going to be really poopy and they're going to be really uncomfortable and they're going to be in and out of the tray. So that morning I gave them some Tesco cat food reluctantly, but I thought, and I mixed it in with some pumpkin, just canned pumpkin puree, nothing added to it, just as it is, and it's supposed to be good for digestion. So I did that. I meted it out, gave so much out of the food, gave it to them, and they were like not really wanting to eat it. And I'm thinking, this is really shit. I don't know what to do. No one's really wanting to eat anything, and they're just going to be hungry. So I was like, sorry guys, I've got to nip out for an appointment that wasn't that wasn't yesterday. It's tomorrow. As I found out when I got to the dentist. And then I went to the pet place, Just for Pets. Finally remembered. And I went in there and I said, I'd been in there the day before and I said, oh, I'm after something that's suitable, that's not made from animals. And the girl that was there just was like completely in their own planet. I said that was after a product called Love Bug that I have got some ordered, but I believe that they sell it at their shop. And she was like, no, we don't sell that. And instead of being a bit more like, oh, can I help you with anything else? What is it that it, does it, what exactly is it? And can I help you with anything else that might be an alternative? No, she was like, no, we don't do that. And I just thought, I was just so fed up. I was just like, oh. So, yeah, they had to have the Tesco's with the, and I thought, I'm not buying the, what's it called, that I did have, iams. My fibro's terrible. I'm like trying to remember names and things. I have to do like a process of elimination. Now sometimes what I do when I hit a fibro fog and I can't remember the name of something, I go through the letters of the alphabet, and it's like doing a process of elimination, and eventually I get to the letter and it triggers the word, and I'm like, ah, yeah. You know, it's like when you're dozing off and you can't remember something, and suddenly, it's just as you're about to eyeballs at the back of the head, you remember what it is that you're trying to remember. Where are you going? He? So anyway, Percy's having a bit of a, I don't want to sit there, but I want to sit here. And there's not enough room on here. We like it on the sofa. I'm on my chaise lounge at the minute. Mr. Percy's like, are you there? Just about to see him. Yeah, all the cats are trying to come on this chaise lounge thing with me. I've got my leg pillow, so my feet are elevated and everything. I'm trying to be as comfortable as possible. But all the cats are wanting to climb on this with me, and it's smaller in dimensions. So I think we're going to end up moving on to the sofa in a minute, because there's a lack. It's like we're not comfortable. None of us are comfy, to be fair. But anyway, yeah, yesterday after I had my wasted time journey at the dentist, I had a quick look in TK Maxx for a bit of a browse for a moment. I thought, well, I'm parked up outside, I might as well have a little look. What are you doing? See? They're all trying to squeeze on. There's not a lot of room here, to be fair. But hey. Anyway, getting back to my story. He's ruining it. Yeah, so yesterday I had a browse in TK Maxx, got a couple of bits I didn't really need. It's like when you go in there, you always come out with something you don't need, you don't want. But you sort of convince yourself you do. But I did get some flocked hangers, which was really good, because I did need those. And I did get a grater, a plastic grater, which is safer on the hands, so you're not going to scratch yourself or cut yourself or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. Then I went to this Just for Bats, and I went back in there because I'd been browsing the night before, and I did find the alternative, which is what I did buy, and I brought back with me, and I did a vlog showing you. This is what I bought from that shop, and and it contains bugs in there. You know, I'm trying to find something that's suitable for these guys, that is as basically as harmless as possible, which fits in with a cat's eating plan. And so anyway, yesterday I did a video saying that they were eating, and they were eating it, and they were doing great, and I thought, wow, this is great. And I'd bought the medium-sized bag, so I've spent an absolute fortune trying to sort these cats out with food to try and help their dietary needs. Yeah, so anyway, today, fast forward through the night, they actually had been eating this stuff. They're toileting, you know, it seemed to, what was in the system was calming down, and they'd had some of this stuff, and because it was something different, it was making them go, but it was an improvement, and I've never seen poos looking so good. I know it's hard, because it's like when you're a parent and you're talking about your child when they're sort of coming into potty training, it's all you talk about is like their poos and wheeze and how they're doing with the toileting and all this, that and the other, and yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, so yeah, when you're a cat owner that has issues with their health and what they can and can't eat and how they're struggling with just a sensitive palate, is that the word to look for? So anyway, I wasn't, yeah, it was quite quiet. It was lovely. It was like going back to when they were on, when the benevo and the not iams, army, yeah, when they'd gone on to that, the cat biscuits that they had from, that was the iams, we ditched that. We ditched the Tesco food. We were just on what we were focusing on, which was vegan, and they were eating that. So I was like, woo. Then we run out, and it's just a case of finding things that can sort of help. And I don't want to be in a situation of where I run out of food like this again, because it's a real situation I'm not liking, because it's not like as if I can go into the supermarket and just buy it. You know, you've got to order this online, all this stuff. So anyhow, I'd emailed Veggie Pets to see if it was on its way, and I've had a lady message me this morning to say that it has been dispatched. So I'm like, cool. So I think it'll be here tomorrow. I did order from some company that also does this insect food called Love Bug, which is what I was looking for. Yeah, they had like a promo thing for a first order. You get 50% off your first bag, and they give you a small bag. It's not like as if you buy in the medium sized. You get the small one for half price. So I was like, right, okay, let's have that. And I'm waiting on that to turn up. That should have turned up today. And in fact, apparently they attempted it, but they weren't able to be in. I was like, well, why? And I emailed the courier service, and they said that the street was closed, so they couldn't deliver it. So I was like, but it's not closed. It says access to frontages. So all the guy had to do was to just carry on. I thought, well, I had a parcel delivery today for some succateurs, some arthritis succateurs, and the guy got through from every. And the postman's bin and dropped letters through the letterbox. So it's not impossible to get through. Just somebody that can't be asked is probably the thing. I thought, surely, you know, you can find another route. We are not like unable to get through at all. Just someone being awkward on a delivery. So anyway, yes. Yeah, so basically I had to make do. Somebody had suggested getting the tuno from Asda. So not tuna, but tuno. It's made from chickpeas, and I have bought that before, and it was a bit like, okay, not too bad, but not as good as the future tuna. That's amazing. And they did have a bit of that, so it was something like the wet alternative was the Benevo wet food isn't here. So I'm really hoping tomorrow is the day that my parcels turn up. Today they are like, I don't want that. They're eating it, the insect food that cost me like £20 for this bag. But they're like really like pushing the plate away, like, I don't want that. Some of them are alright, and some of them are like, no, we'll have the other one. So I'm hoping when the other ones turn up that they're going to be into this really good. So yeah, so there we are. I just thought I'd do an update of the situation at the moment. It has been a long journey, and you've got to be, I hate that word journey, you know, I used to hate it with Weight Watchers. Oh, we're all on a journey. And I used to think, I hate that word, it just annoys me, it's so cheesy, you know, awful. So anyway, yeah, I just want to show that basically if your cats are going on to the alternative option, that you've just got to basically stick with it. You don't give them like a week and go, oh, that's it then, they're not eating it, so therefore that's it. No, I'm not going to be to the point that my cats are going to be starving. They're going to be like skeletons. And it's something you've just got to persevere with. It's like having a change of diet, and it's like a change of lifestyle. It's like when I went vegan, and it's like I say to anybody comparing that, you just have to, your taste buds take a bit of time to get used to the changes, and your body's got to get used to the changes, and it's different. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, there was a lady on some Facebook Live, and she was like, oh, what vegan cheese can I have? Because I don't like any of it. And I thought, well, you might have only just turned vegan. So my suggestion, and I said, would be, is to leave cheese abort. Forget it. Forget it. When I first went vegan and I tried some of the cheeses, I was like, that stinks. It smells like sweaty socks. And I couldn't stand the taste. And I thought, this isn't for me. Oh my God, what have I done? So I gave myself a month away from any form of vegan cheese. I didn't have any. And then suddenly I went back to it, and it was like, oh, it's like a few things. It's like soya yogurt, soya milk. When I first went vegan, I was like, I can't. That tastes weird. I found ones that I did like from Aldi, the soya yogurt from there. There was a strawberry one, I think. Was it? No. Yeah, there was three. There was a plain, there was a blueberry, and I think it may have been strawberry. Or no, it was vanilla. Vanilla, blueberry, and plain. So it took a bit of getting used to, and those ones I liked. And then I used to stick with what things I actually liked, you know. It was like, okay, what am I having for tea? Right, I'm having for tea what I had the other day because I really like that. And I seem to live on the same about 5, 6 things to start off with, and then I slightly broadened my horizons a little bit. And I found things that were branded that I really liked, like the Chicago Town jackfruit pizza. There were the Ben and Jerry's vegan ice cream. Those yogurts from Aldi that I liked. Jacket potato. And then I just had salad with it. And I think I found a few bits and pieces. I made a few things, you know. It just took time for the taste buds to adjust. And then I'd follow like various vloggers for ideas, and then I'd try a little bit more, trying this, trying that, and I'd be like, oh, this is all right. And bit by bit, your body gets used to it. The taste buds change. You're suddenly like, oh yeah, now my favourite vegan cheese, I mean, I've been having this now for ages, is the Applewood vegan. I love it. It's got that nice saltiness. Oh, I just love it. It's amazing. I love it. And that is my go-to one. And then there's the, what's it called? Life, the Greek one. I love that as well. And there's quite a few others that I do like as a change. And now it's like the taste buds. I mean, I'm 3 and a half years, nearly 4 years this winter, vegan. So yeah, so there's plenty to choose from. There's plenty out there. The brands are growing and growing. The amount of things is changing. There's more and more coming into the supermarkets now. You know, you look on the shelves and it's like three fridges even are like full of vegan food, and it's like, this is amazing. And then you go into Asda and another section and you've got another couple of fridges all full of vegan food. So it is expanding more and more and more, much to some of the anti-vegan people's disgust. But hey, yeah, so it's just a case of, it's like the cats, their taste buds have just got to adapt. And I think that they have started to really like the army one. So I can't wait. I'm really hoping the postman knocks the door in the morning, because I'm absolutely and utterly desperate for this food to arrive. And then this other stuff, at least I know the availability for that. This insect stuff, I just want to have that as like a backup. So if I am in the situation of this again, then at least I can say, do you know what? They are still animals, the insects. I'm not happy about it. But it's like, if there's a bug in the house, what do? They go and chase it. The spider, the fly, the moth, they're there. Get me at it, get me at it. So for me, it's like, that's what they do. It's a natural instinct for them. It's different to animals being shoved on a lorry and then shoved into a slaughterhouse and all the rest of it there. It's a very different thing. So yeah, so this is my thinking now, is that at least I've got a plan B type food available out there. So if maybe over time they will have this as like a treat item, but I think their bodies are missing the army and the benevo food, which is just fantastic to hear. So yeah, right, that's me rabbited on long enough. I just wanted to give you a bit more of a bigger picture and an update, and let you know how these are getting on, that it's not all sunshine and lollipops with all this. It is hard work. You've got to work at it to help them. You know, I'm doing this for these guys and their dietary requirements, because at the end of the day, what was going on here was just vile. The poops, it was just so messy. And they were like really, really poorly, and I was having to wash them down and get them cleaned up. And yeah, they were just a mess. So this is definitely the way forward. So to anybody that's new to this and they're like trying to get their cats to do this as well, I'll just say, you just got to persevere, grit your teeth. Just imagine you've got a kid that has got a dietary requirement, and you've literally got to take their sweets away that they've always loved. And they're like, I want that. And they're screaming the place down in the supermarket. And you're like thinking, I just want to say, here, have it. But you can't, you know. And you've just got to put your fingers in the ears and just think, no, I know that I'm doing the right thing. So this is the plan. So I'm just having to do this with the cats. And, oh gosh, I'll be so happy when that postman knocks the door. I really will. So anyway, update soon. Bye.